Hi, I'm Nicole Mace, Finance Manager for the Winooski School District.
And I'm Mike Apolito. I am the Director of Curriculum for the Winooski School District.
And today we're here to talk with you about how the Winooski School District plans to spend COVID-19 federal relief funds. The district was awarded over $12.6 million from the federal government to support our students through the pandemic, and this money must be spent by September of 2024.
So we want to give you a little perspective on our relief funds. These funds are a little over 50% of last year's annual operating budget of approximately $19 million. With 805 students in the district, the funds break down to around $15,500 per student.
While there are some restrictions, overall our district gets to decide how we spend these significant once-in-a-lifetime funds. There are some rules. They must focus on making sure our schools are safe and stay open for in-person learning. We have to use at least 20% of the funds to make up for our students' lost instructional time due to the pandemic. And we must get input from stakeholders, like parents and students, about how we decide to use these funds.
So our district leadership team and we formed a learning recovery team, and they've come up with a plan to best meet the complex needs of each Winooski student to make sure they're safely in school and able to access all of our available learning opportunities. So this is how our district has decided to spend this one-time money.
$1 million was primarily spent on our emergency response to COVID-19 last year. The funds were used for protective gear, cleaning supplies, computers and technology to support remote learning, renovations to the health office to include isolation suites per health guidelines, and additional staff that were required to meet health and safety guidance from the state.
For the next 2 school years, $4 million will be spent on the district's learning recovery plan. And that plan will focus on making sure our students are safely in school and able to fully access learning opportunities. This means investing in the people, programs, staff training, and supplies that will make this possible.
Our plan this year and the investments that we've made using these funds include hiring or contracting for 17 new positions, including a health office assistant, 2 social workers, a behavior interventionist, a multilingual intake and family engagement coordinator, a district literacy coordinator, a learning recovery coordinator, 5 additional teachers in the areas of literacy, math, and multilingual programs, 3 additional multilingual liaisons to support families, and 2 additional technology technicians. We've also invested in free after-school and summer programming for all Winooski students, the expansion of our summer meals program to include distribution of meal kits, K-12 tutoring services that focus on maintaining and improving literacy and math skills, and a support services audit to address the learning loss that many special education students experienced during the last year.
So this year, our staff will be trained in the following programs: restorative practices and how to build strong classroom communities and manage conflict, evidence-based strategies to address learning loss in the areas of math, science, reading, and writing skills. And we've also purchased the following materials: new technology equipment and bilingual books for our classrooms.
Finally, for the third and final allocation of these funds, which totals approximately $7.4 million, we propose spending $2.8 million in order to maintain the new staff positions we hired this year in order to make sure students continue making progress, $4.4 million on a high-quality ventilation system that will be installed as part of the capital project. Using the federal funds in this way will lower the overall cost of the project and will save taxpayers $15.8 million over the life of the capital project loan. We're also proposing to continue our providing free after-school and summer programming. We'll continue to make investments in professional development to give teachers new skills needed to address student learning loss.
If you have any questions or comments about Winooski's plan to use these funds, please contact Kelly Freeman, our Learning Recovery Coordinator, and her email address is on this slide, and let your liaison know that they can share your message. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.